It's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that. What's up, everyone? It's another episode of the 43 podcast.
Like, follow, and subscribe.
Please,
Immediately follow, and subscribe.
At the head of the pod, he's demanding you like, follow, and subscribe.
Yeah.
I would never demand, but I guess I'll just go with the flow.
Last episode, you said you would edit in me saying that at the end.
Yeah, because I don't want to ask right at the top.
Yeah. Well, I did, and I think
that's right.
I think it's
right, in a right
actually.
way. You like
actually create a new account and double like, follow, and subscribe.
Yeah, and also comment
And comment.
and also
Chat.
donate
And also donate.
to charity.
Donate to charity. And
Noble of me, huh?
That is noble of you.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, like, follow, and subscribe.
Yeah,
and then
that'd be
donate
nice.
to charity.
Yeah, and then everyone says that it does wonders for the algorithm. I don't know. I've never seen it myself.
I've never seen an algorithm.
Never seen an algorithm in my entire life, to be honest with you.
Algorithm.
Well, right off the bat, this is awkward.
Is it?
Guy in the chair is not present. And trust me, I would like.
I would have loved.
Trust me, I would like guy in the chair to be here.
Yeah.
But due to scheduling conflicts,
It's a busy
It's
world.
it's
The
a busy
43
world.
Tigers world is busy.
yeah, it's a Friday evening, so it makes sense that
But to be honest, it is my fault.
it is your fault always. Yeah,
I was kidding, actually.
your parents' divorce, your fault.
They're actually not divorced.
No, they're not. But if they were to be,
Yeah, then it would have been my
pretty
fault.
sure it would be your fault.
Yeah, they would say
Yeah.
it's like, they usually say it's not your fault.
Yeah.
They would have said it is your fault.
Oh, it is your. Yeah, they would say that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I suggested we recorded now on a Friday evening, just so we could have a little bit more free time on the Saturday, because we can't stop grinding for some reason.
For some reason,
And I just felt like the only way out is to pull the plug.
yes. Well, this isn't pulling the plug.
It's not pulling the plug.
This is reinserting the plug in a different
plug, so that it's not too many plugs in one outlet.
Exactamundo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's a Friday evening. We're here. We're potting like usual. I mean, everyone out right now is partying. It's Friday evening,
Yeah.
and we're sort of on the grind.
We just can't
man.
get off of that grind
Cannot
mindset.
stop grind set.
That 69
That's
pieces
Sigma's-
of content every day.
Yeah, that's Sigma grind set.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna like this. Although
please go on.
although I'm cringing a little bit to let the world know what I'm doing on Sunday. Do you know anything that's going on this Sunday in the world in Stockholm, Sweden?
The 5th of June.
The 5th of June. It's not the National Day. That's the day after.
Is there a marathon?
That's the day before,
So
June 4th.
okay.
But
tell
on the
me.
5th, because
Are
you said
you-
Sigma grind set.
Sigma, yeah.
Yeah. About a year ago, my dear friend Joe
Joliang.
Liang,
Yeah.
asked me if I wanted to see Jordan Peterson
Yeah.
on Sunday, on Sunday, June 5th, the next year. And
You were just like, yeah, sure.
I was like, because I did find him informative a few years ago when he was on a different level. So, but now I find him cringy.
Yeah.
And the shit he doesn't seem to be like, he's in a completely different space, I think.
I think so as
mentally.
well.
Yeah, something is wrong. And then the daughter, now the daughter is there too, and it
Oh,
feels
she's
like-
also part of this
yeah,
thing now?
Yeah, she's on the tour with him.
No.
And like-
No.
Yeah. And but I still said yes because so I'm seeing him on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, if you asked me a year from now, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be like, I mean, nothing.
Yeah, I was like, yeah,
Let's-
it's
sure, let's
so
do
long ahead, and I was just like, okay, let's do it.
Where are
And,
you going? Where is it?
I don't remember. It's it's here in Stockholm, but I don't remember where.
So
But
what are
it's-
you expecting to get out of this?
I'm expecting nothing. I just don't want anyone to see me there.
Yeah, you're going to go there and see like some girl you really like.
Yeah.
And she's going to be sort of like, I don't know, not protesting, because that would be cringe as well.
Yeah.
But you're going to go there and then, or you're going to bump into someone, they're like, oh my God, Emir.
Yeah.
Are you also a beta cuck looking for looking for
Exactly.
guidance from Jordan Peterson?
Exactly. Do you also clean your room and la la la? And then I don't want to be. I just want to sit far back somewhere.
Yeah.
The very last.
Sorry,
row.
I talked to Joliang and we just we knew you would want to go.
You
so
signed
we
me
put
up
you
for the
in
Q&A.
We signed you up for the Q&A.
Yeah, with the
and we
mic.
put you up in the front row.
Yeah, so yeah. But I'm gonna see him, and so it's still gonna be interesting. I have no idea what he does, what he's gonna talk about, or anything.
Last thing I saw about JP Jordan
Yeah.
Peterson was this shit he tweeted.
What did he tweet now? He always tweets crazy.
He saw this. There was this, not like a plus size model, and then she was on the issue, like the front cover.
And
Of
am I seeing a smirk, or you said plus size model, and then you
Yeah,
sort
you
of lit
trying
up.
to make
You lit
me-
up somehow.
Yeah,
for
because
some
I
reason.
thought she was such a fucking banger.
Okay, that's good.
It got me a little bricked up just thinking
yeah,
about it. So I smiled.
Yeah, that's maybe a bit better. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But go on. Yeah.
Anyway, plus size model on the front cover of a magazine. And then he retweeted the tweet of her, the picture of her.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Nope, not beautiful." Or something like that. Like, it's a full quote of him like, "Nope, not
my
beautiful.
God.
Today's modern standards of beauty is blah, 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 blah."
Yeah.
And this girl is really good looking.
Yeah.
Like, very good looking.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's just like, "No, not beautiful." Like, and then,
Yeah.
it's just like, okay, so if she's like if she has less weight on her,
Yeah.
she would be beautiful, Mr. Jordan Peterson.
Is that his thinking? And then he probably has some sort of reason of why mankind should strive to be in their most perfect form, and this is not it, or something like that. Some sort of bullshit.
Yeah, you can just imagine him sitting cross-legged and being like,
Yeah.
from an ecological standpoint, it makes no sense biologically.
Yeah, he does speak like that. He
Yeah?
does speak like that. It was pretty good.
Yeah, but honestly, from a just like evolutionary standpoint, isn't that like, if that is your like primal, your primal,
Yeah.
the way of thinking there should be like, oh, I like this.
Yeah.
This plus size model is beautiful.
Yeah.
Has a good source of food. The childbearing hips. The et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, yeah. There's
Like just from like, if you take that argument, that means that you should be looking for someone who is bigger.
Yeah, fair point, actually. But I don't know. I can't speak for him. I don't know what he's thinking when he says that.
Yeah, this would
Yeah.
have been good guy in the chair
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, and he also like tweets out, like he tweeted at the Canadian Prime Minister and said something like "up yours," la la la, for something. Like he feels like he's just getting in disputes with random people all the time on the internet, and then he says like he's kind of like denying global warming.
Oh, that okay, yeah.
Yeah, or not denying, but like, actually the data is not completely clear and la la la. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think sometimes you see him make good points about like I don't, like this. Listen, I'll tread lightly. I'll tread real light
Yeah, tread lightly for the sake of everything.
for the sake of being canceled.
Yeah.
But he'll bring up points on like, and I can see how men sort of gravitate toward someone who will make that point of like equality in history with like men and women is like,
Yeah.
men go to war and die, and then women stay home and don't get to vote.
Yeah.
Like like both, like, and then his point is, history sucks.
Yeah.
Like it's really good to live now
Yeah.
for the most part. But like back then, fucking sucks because
Yeah.
nobody was happy.
Yeah.
Or I'm sure people were happy. Like 80s,
Yeah.
come on, 80s,
80s.
hippies, 80s.
I
They
heard
were
that was
doing
a good
those
time.
drugs, man.
Exactly. No, but he can still bring up valid points, but it's like the thing you referred to when he was talking about like equality between men and women, and he was like, well, most suicidal people are men, and most people in prison are men, and la la la, and his argument is like certain women just want the good part of equalization. They just want like those C-suite jobs, but they don't want to be like make it like 50-50 in terms of like bricklayers, people that work as that in the world, and it's fair enough, but it's also like sometimes I feel like he's just arguing for the sake of arguing.
Yeah, like there's a very clear reason why most like bricklayers who work all day in the sun and like the physical labor, there's a very clear reason that is mainly like a man's job. Right. And I mean,
yeah,
like this
is Richard speaking now.
There's no further further like reasoning needed there. It's just that like you evolve and men are more suited for that type of work.
Yeah.
And then someone who's not suited for that type of work, say you,
yeah, for me, for instance,
like you wouldn't apply to that job either. The reason there is the same.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he does bring up some good points, but I feel like he's gotten like crazy over the years. Or I don't know. But I'm just gonna go in there open-minded and listen.
Yeah.
I still think he has like, I mean, he's still like, didn't he have his own clinic and like he's a professional? He's been doing it for a long time. So I still think he has some merit when he talks about like getting out of depression and stuff like that.
Yeah, but for the most part, it's just like he has too much of this bullshit controversies surrounding him, where he's like just being a flat out asshole.
Yeah.
And then he's like, that's just from an evolutionary standpoint.
Exactly. And he always like thinks a long time before answering, when they ask him, and he just goes, well, I'm not sure I entirely agree with you. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, so that's happening on Sunday.
So you were not expecting anything? Like, are you
expecting? I don't know what he's doing anymore. Like, I know that before when he toured, he would like talk about his book, like the 12 Rules for Life book, and like just tell stories or put those rules in context. But I have no idea what the point is of this one. I haven't looked it up.
Yeah, I feel like people who go to this are there for the Q&A and sort of looking for somebody to guide them in a way or to like tell them what to do.
Yeah.
And then when you leave it up to this, where you're like, I'm depressed and I don't know like what I'm doing with my career. Like, well, what should I do? And then he goes, well, from an evolutionary standpoint,
well, you aim for something. And then he does this. And that's tough, man. That's real tough.
That's pretty good too. That's good.
It was on your level.
Yeah.
Just two bad impressions here.
I think if we meet halfway.
Yeah, and then we get something that resembles.
Yeah, a good impression of him.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
So that's happening on Sunday.
You got anything else you want to talk about?
I have many things to talk about. I just don't know what I can talk about and what I can't talk about.
What does that mean?
Like if it's TMI or if it's just I.
Go with one that you think is TMI.
The one that's TMI?
The one that you think is TMI.
Okay. Like sometimes people ask me like, aren't you afraid because we have this pod that maybe a future employer is going to see it and like cancel you and stuff like that. And I always say like, well, then I don't want to work for them. But now I'm like, I don't know how many bridges I can burn.
Yeah.
But let's burn another one then.
Yeah, we could privatize all the videos once you're starting to look for work.
That's true. We can cut everything out. I was at, you know what I did yesterday?
Tell me.
I was at the hospital.
Yes. Yes.
I bet I survived.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I survived. I'm not dead. Yeah. No, I somehow ended up there as I sometimes do. It's kind of my thing.
Are you never going to drink again? Is it one of these type of stories where you're like, that hangover type shit?
No, it's not
never drinking again.
I would have preferred that. But this is, so this is where the TMI comes in. I for the last couple of days had been feeling some pain
in the scrot,
in my right nut specifically.
Yeah, is it because they got twisted?
Thank God, no.
Okay.
Do you know about that?
Yeah, I have two friends.
Yeah.
Who have had them twisted.
Did they get surgery?
No, I don't know entirely what the solution was, but
yeah,
I don't think they went through surgery.
Yeah, because here in Sweden we have this good thing called 1177. It's a phone number, and you can get in touch with a nurse or somebody who works in the medical profession, and they can give you advice on what you should do if you have a problem. And it's for free. So I called them up yesterday morning, and I was like, yeah, for the last couple of days, I've been feeling this like ache down there, specifically there on the right side, and it's not that it hurts a lot, but it's there. I can feel it. It's kind of sore and tender, and every now and then it gets a little bit worse if I'm active. And
how many days did it take you to call?
3 days almost.
Okay, that's respectable.
Yeah,
that's respectable.
That's what's not respectable. If it was 1 day.
1 day, yeah.
Yeah, no, I wait a little bit longer than 1 day, but I'm usually quick on that shit to call for medical assistance. But then she was like, "Oh, well, in that case, you need to go to the ER because for safety reasons. Because if it's this testicular torsion that you were talking about, where the nut rotates,
they rotate,
and I think it the thing that's connecting the nut gets twisted, and that part cannot supply blood to the testicle, and then you need surgery. And then I was like, ooh, that does not sound good. And I looked it up, and apparently they cut it open. They rearrange it.
They re-rotate.
They re-rotate, and they stitch it up so that it holds in place. And then you can't like exercise or have sex or whatever for several weeks. And that didn't sound fun. But I was thinking, like, is that what's going on with me now?
Yeah.
So but I don't panic. No, Emir doesn't panic.
Cool. No chance.
But I was like, oh my God, this is the blood clot all over again. So I even I bring my backpack and I put a couple of books in my computer just in case I'm staying there. Yeah. Because that's what happened last time. But then I go to the ER, and so you have the actual ER, like people who get shot go into that place and get like immediate medical
of course
help.
They deserve it.
Yeah. And then you have what we call not acute then, which is like, what would you call it? The local glimpse hospital. For like not life-threatening situation, but still painful or something. And I go there, and I get there at 10 in the morning.
In the morning, the AM.
Yeah.
Go on.
And I leave the place 6 hours later.
I'm kind of
You think
good,
that's
right?
okay?
And you were good after. Like you're normal and good after.
Like I still had my ache.
Okay. Wow.
So, but not and honestly, on a scale from 1 to 10, it's like a 2. So it's not a big deal. But yeah, that sucked. Like sitting there for 6 hours.
And you waited.
Yeah. First I waited like. Yeah, I waited. I think I got to see the doctor at like 2 or something. Yeah, I don't remember. And by the way, it was a really like handsome, tall, Swedish, muscular, buff doctor. I was like, you have it all, huh?
Yeah.
You have it all. And now you're going to ridicule me when you examine me.
Having a small cock. For me having a small cock in my balls.
You get that too, that added bonus.
Yeah. You know what? Pull down your fucking pants. Let me see that
Let me see that. Let me see that magnificent thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but then we get in the room and he asked me.
He was tender as well, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course he was.
He was. And then he asked me like, how long have you been feeling this? Is there any swelling going on? Is it red? Do you feel any lump or something like that? I was like, no. Have you had unprotected sex? And no, I haven't. Safety first, by the way. Hey. I'm just saying.
Some pussy shit, but all right. Okay.
And then he was like, all right, take your pants down. And I was like, okay, here we go.
Here we go.
I knew this was coming.
Doc.
Here we go, Doc.
I knew this was going to happen.
I knew you wanted this.
Yeah.
So I do. And then
then you turned around, bent over.
Exactly.
He was like, Emir, what the fuck?
Like, oh, sorry. I thought you meant. No, and then he examines me, and he has to get his hands there, and
of course,
yeah. And he asked me, how does this feel? How does that feel? He asked me to cough also for some reason.
Right, yeah.
But then he was like, yeah, it looks fine, but I'm gonna run some tests. And then he's like, so I'm in the like, what would you call it? Like the patient room.
Yeah.
And then there's a waiting room outside.
Yeah.
And he says, just have a seat on the couch and I'll come out with a test, or somebody will come out with a
Yeah,
test.
with your cock out?
No, not with my cock
Okay.
out. I have my
Just
pants
have
on.
a seat now.
I'm fully clothed now.
Yeah, okay, good.
But then I misinterpreted what he said, and I went out to the lobby again. And I sat there for like 30 minutes. And then I thought to myself, did he mean that couch there in the lobby in the patient's room?
Yeah.
And then I asked like one of the nurses, like, somebody was going to come out with tests, but should I be waiting in there? And she laughs and she's like, yeah, you should just go in there and wait. It's like, oh my God. And also I had to pee so badly that I peed during that 30-minute wait.
Yeah.
And then of course, when I get in there, I get a urine test. So they want me to urinate. And I was like, but doc, I just went.
It's not going to happen, man.
Doc, it can't happen. I just emptied myself after like several hours of holding it in.
You looked at me and went, no more.
Yeah, no more. And then I asked, like, can I drink water anywhere?
Yeah.
And then they directed me to this tap that they have there with these plastic cups. And then I just drank a bunch of water. Just downed a bunch of water. And then a guy who was laying there next to me because he had broken his leg. And he was like, can you give me a cup of water? And then I gave him a cup of water. And then he was like, can you throw my cup? And then I threw his cup. And suddenly I was working there all of a sudden.
Now you're a janitor.
Now I'm a janitor there, like scrubs.
Yeah.
And then I work up the need for pee. The need for pee.
Yeah.
But then I asked the nurse, like, I was like, I just went, how much pee do you need from me?
Yeah.
And then she was like, well, usually a few drops is okay. But
are we talking like 10 minutes go by or?
No, I was drinking. 30 minutes maybe. I was building up that pee.
Yeah.
And so she said, but then she was like, at least this much. Mm-hmm. And it's like a tube, and the tube is maybe this thick. So this much.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, so no. I was like, oh, okay, I can do that. And then I actually managed to pee quite a lot more than needed.
That's great.
Yeah, just so you know, everything
so
works.
Can we move?
So I peed a whole lot more. But then I gave the urine test to a nurse, and then a nurse took a blood test. Like with this, what's it called? You know, the thing where you do it on the finger.
Yeah, to test your like blood sugar.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but she did it here on the finger. Got some blood from me.
Yeah.
And then I was like having trouble finding a vein. No, I didn't.
Oh, now.
But now. and then I had to go out to the lobby and wait. And then I waited for like another hour. And then at like.
And you know me.
Yeah.
Do I like waiting in lines?
You don't. You'll avoid a potentially good night out even.
Yeah.
If there's a line that you have to go
not
through.
wait in a line. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I wait because I invested a lot of time. I'm not going anywhere.
Of course.
And then finally the guy calls me in and he's like, well, I looked at the test. Everything is fine. Nothing. It looks there. It's nothing. It's probably just some inflammation going on.
Okay.
So he was like, just take some ibuprofen and then for a week or two.
Ibuprofen for a week.
Yeah. And then it should be fine. And then if it's not, I can contact them.
Yeah.
So that felt good to know that there was nothing. It was nothing serious.
Yeah, I guess it is good to know that there's nothing serious, nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
But to wait for 6 hours for them to go, just go down to the store and get yourself some ibuprofen.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll be fine.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's the conclusion.
You take a sick day from work as well.
Yeah, and I told my manager, I was like, I have to go to the ER. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be there, but you know these things are. So, but I didn't tell her why.
Yeah. Unless maybe she offers to
To what? This is where I lose my job.
This is where you definitely.
This is where I actually lose my. And so that was my adventure yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, me too.
I'm pretty sure that the testicular torsion would be a lot more evident to you because it would hurt a lot more.
Yeah, probably.
But so like the pain, it was manageable for 2-3 days.
Yeah, and more visible probably it would have been.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
and especially if you when something's bad, if you touch it, it hurts.
Yeah.
Then you're just like, okay, I'm not touching that ever again.
Yeah.
But then like you just leave it.
Yeah, this was more of a dull ache.
Yeah, right.
Very
So
dull.
not even your ache is interesting about you.
No.
You even got dull aches.
It was just dull, kind of dull,
Yeah.
actually. And but you know, these things can happen. Like, does that ever happen to you? That you feel a little like if you've sat weird or like
No, I'm pretty good.
squished nothing.
No, I'm pretty okay.
So it's just me, huh?
Yeah, but I also like I've been to the hospital so many times because I've had like I had a tumor in my ear when I was growing up.
Yeah.
So I've been to the hospital like many times. I've done like surgeries on this shit and blah blah blah.
But not in your adult life.
But yeah, so now in my adult life, if something like happens to me, I push the hospital as much as I fucking can.
Yeah.
Like I will go a full week
Yeah.
with that pain just so I don't have to go to the hospital and be like I call these people. I'm like, yeah, like I have this pain in my right test.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna need one of y'all to come suck it out or something like that. And then
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, no, like you have to go to the ER. And I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like that to take that day to do that is like that's my last resort. I will die before.
Yeah, you usually push it. I remember you had some toothache some time ago and you didn't want to go.
Yeah. Now whenever I have
Yeah.
pain in my
Yeah.
like teeth or anything or like the gums, I always just use this like disinfectant bottle that you can buy in a store.
Oh yeah,
in
yeah.
our like pharmacies. And then I just use that for until the pain goes away.
Yeah.
And but it's nice to suffer sometimes.
Is it?
Sometimes you have to suffer to really live.
Because you get perspective.
No,
Jerry
you
Lee
actually
style.
don't.
Perspective.
You actually truly don't. You know all this bullshit like you need the dark to appreciate
The
the
light.
light and stuff.
Yeah.
That's all fucking bullshit. 'Cause as soon as I was sick, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Oh yeah.
And then you know at that time you're like, oh, like I'm so tired and I have this fucking cough and like my nose is going crazy and like my head hurts. Like I'm going to really appreciate when I'm
Yeah.
feeling better.
Yeah.
I'm not appreciating.
But you don't.
I'm not appreciating anything, man.
We never do. We
way.
find something else to complain about.
Yeah, of course. Because now I'm like, okay, now that problem's behind me. Now what's the next problem?
Exactly.
So all this like stuff to appreciate is bullshit. But
yeah.
yeah, to the original point, I just like I can't stand going to the hospital. It's such a process. It's like complicated as well sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it can be complicated.
Like they were like, hey, sit in this room and wait. And you go, oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
And you sit and you realize, wait a minute, I'm in
I'm
the
in the
wrong
wrong
room.
room. Yeah. And then and then it's just not a fun place to be because people come in with like somebody who has a gash in their forehead and somebody's broken their leg and somebody
Yeah.
has stomach aches and like you just see and hear a bunch of
Yeah. And everyone,
crazy shit.
Yeah, everyone hates it.
Yeah, and everybody hates it.
Except for the doctors, right? Because
I don't know.
that's their dream job. Right?
I hope so after that amount of investment.
Yeah. So actually, like they sort of benefit and thrive on our pain and misery.
Yeah, and they'll never run out of a job.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Unless you're a surgeon.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to run out of a job because the robot's going to take over. You're going to program in this thing,
Yeah.
take out his balls. You know?
5G technology.
Exactly. And then
Yeah.
the robot's going to go cut off the nuts
Yeah.
and put them in a jar.
What about our favorite guy, Elon Musk? Now that you brought out technology,
Yeah, go on.
that he demands his staff to go back to work. No more working from home.
Yeah. I mean,
something about how it makes you weak or something.
yeah. He said something about like how nobody in the West world, not the TV show.
Not the
Don't get
TV
this
show.
twisted.
No, because I was thinking of the TV
Yeah.
show.
Nobody in like the West wants to work because it's like because he's like so happy and impressed about like how in fucking China his factory workers and their workers they all like they basically work 12-hour shifts and like actually sometimes they work so hard they sleep at the office.
Whoa.
Like that's so admirable.
We should
Like,
have that.
no, it isn't, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He's such a fucking moron. I'm so
Yeah.
done with this guy.
Yeah.
That just thinks that he can working for him is the best fucking thing in the world. And then no, he's sitting and he's like in interviews he's so calm and like so oh oh no, I don't think that. No, I'm actually quite a nice guy. Oh, no.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, I actually didn't even notice that you were being so upset with me because he's such a robot.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy, man.
I think I agree with you. Did you know that in China there's a thing called 996? Have you heard this? 996.
I know 69. Yes, dude.
Nice. But this is
says
996. This is you work from 9 to 9, 6 days a week.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a cultural thing there that they refer to as such, 996, and it's very doesn't sound very good.
No, it sounds like probably one of the reasons why people want to kill themselves.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and then at the end of their life, when they're retire at 70, 75,
Yeah,
they're like, there you go, I did it.
I did it. I got it done.
I did life right. Actually,
I did 996.
I you know what? I did 996.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go 69 down to straight to hell
for my last couple of years.
Yeah, but he's so. But yeah, I saw that and I was just like he's so out of touch with like what life is, just because he's a robot who wants to only work.
Yeah,
and then his work is also like at this point, I'm not entirely sure what it is he does on a day to day.
Yeah,
but like I don't know if he's down there in the factory like doing some like really monotonous task or like accounting, you know. He's just like he'll travel the world and make some tweets and then he'll go on SNL.
Yeah.
And then like that's pretty chill, man. That sounds like a fucking great life to me. I'm sure he does more than just that.
Yeah, probably, but he is at that level where he's more like the face of everything.
Yeah, and then he's like in charge of all the marketing because when he tweets, it's 200,000 likes on a tweet.
Yeah,
everyone sucks his cock for it.
Yeah.
What was the original thing? Because I think I made a detour here.
No, I asked about him. No, I just wanted to bring up the fact that he wants to bring his staff back to work.
Right. Yeah. This thing as well, because it's easier to control your drones if you know where they are.
He wants that. He wants that control.
Yeah, he doesn't want people to get comfortable at home.
No.
Even if it is a better, if they produce better results and stuff.
Yeah.
He wants to be able to have them in one place.
Yeah.
So that he can set them on fire if he must.
So that he can look at them and see that that's a possibility.
Yeah, and then be like, okay, there you go. Yeah. Perfect. Now I've gotten what I wanted, and then he'll leave.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why he has to insist on that, because there's so many like studies showing that productivity is even better when it's like a hybrid work environment.
Yeah, I would never choose to work from home.
No.
However, I respect the people who want to work at home.
I respect it too. But I think a hybrid is the way to go, because it's nice every now and then to be home. I was home today, for instance, working. But in the long run, I don't know.
Well, you were hybrid today.
I'm a hybrid.
Today you were hybrided.
Yeah.
You were home half the day.
Oh no, a hybrid as in like in terms of the week.
Yeah, but even today you hybrid.
No, today I was only home.
Oh, and then I thought you took a walk.
Yeah. I was at home taking a walk and then went back home.
I see. You just did a classic walk around.
A little
nice.
walk around.
I like that.
And then and yesterday I was at the ER.
So this Tesla thing, kind of fucked. He also has to. I saw today that they have to cut their staff by 10%.
Oh, they too have to do that.
Yeah,
that seems to be the magical number.
Seems to be the magical number nowadays. And hey,
yeah.
He got what he wanted.
And now is the point where I get canceled for what I'm about to say next.
Let's fucking go.
The Swedish fintech company Klarna, as we all know, had a massive. They fired a lot of people.
Yeah. That's 700 people or something.
Yeah, which was also, roughly speaking, 10% of their workforce, I think.
Yeah,
they said.
same with a few other tech companies.
Yeah, and then on LinkedIn, the job platform.
Tell me.
It looked like a graveyard. It looked like a copy paste of everything, and the thing was that people from Klarna who got fired would go on LinkedIn and they would post about how they lost their job. Some people had been there for years. Some people had just been there for like a week, literally, maybe even a day. And then they would write something like, I'm so sad that this happened, but I still like, I really enjoyed this journey. I met some amazing people. I'm grateful for this opportunity, and now I'm ready for a new opportunity, a new next job. And what do you get when you post something like that? Empathy.
You get tons of empathy.
You get tons of empathy likes.
Yeah.
Follow and subscribe.
Please
actually.
do. Like, it's so good for the algorithm.
It's
for us
so
to
good.
just boost us up in the algorithm. Man, we need it bad, bro. For real.
Exactly. And you also get pity.
Yeah.
So everybody who makes a post like that, it almost becomes viral, and they almost find a new job immediately.
That's why it's such a good idea.
That's why it's such a good idea, and why
Yeah.
literally everybody did that. And it's and I respect it, because I would have done the same. But doesn't it feel a little bit like there's so many people struggling to find a job, and now we're gonna prioritize these because of that? Or am I the asshole? Subreddit style.
No, you're not the NTA, not the asshole.
Okay.
There's such a like crazy amount of people who are in need of work now, and the thing is, if you are in one of the top companies and lose your job, it's not surprising that you get a job right away.
Yeah.
If you just graduate, university, and you're like super hungry, that's not such a surprise to me either, that you might find a job right away, because it's like, oh, this guy's like he just graduated university, and he's like really hungry to get on the grind and stuff, and like we're looking for like a guy we can pay a very small amount of money, like a barely legal amount of money. Let's hire Emir right now, because he'll do it,
Yeah, and that happened.
Yeah, but then someone who's been working in a place for 2 years, and then the company closes down.
Yeah.
Like this type of person, they're fucked. And then, so it doesn't make sense to me, because like people who work at Klarna, they were probably like, they are very sought after now because of the reputation that company has.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
It makes sense. It makes sense. But I just feel like they kind of got the fast track there, and there are other talented people who don't have that sad backstory, who won't get the boost from that.
It's the American Idol.
Yeah.
America's Got
It's
Talent.
the crying on a reality TV show.
And then yeah, you get that boost.
Yeah.
But when you work for a prestigious company,
Yeah.
it makes sense that you get hired because people want you from that company.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've learned a lot there. You have that culture with you now. They go, hey, great, let's put this guy in another.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about this as someone who's in a learning and development field?
Yeah. What do I have to say about what exactly?
Just like what would LinkedIn Emir say right now about this?
About this particular Klarna thing?
About this, yeah.
I would say what I just said.
This is Emir from the streets,
the Emir on the streets. He isn't allowed on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But,
so what would LinkedIn Emir say here?
I don't know actually. I think he would keep his mouth shut,
keep his head down,
and grind.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that sucks.
But imagine if I said that on LinkedIn, I would get so much hate.
I think so too.
But I would get some secret admirers.
Yeah, and you know what I'll say to cancel me right now?
Yeah.
If there was any hope of me ever finding a corporate job,
yeah,
I'll crush it right now. I'll squash it to the fucking ground.
Say this podcast is a great idea.
Yeah. I wish it was more honest.
Yeah.
We used to work in like making videos for people to hire people. So if a company is going to do a lot of hiring, they're going to want videos and stuff. And then you do a lot of interviews for people. And then usually they say a lot of the same things. And it's really difficult to, I think that as an interviewer, it's your job to get that out of someone. Like what's unique about this place.
Yeah.
That's what our boss is really good at doing. Or our ex-boss.
My ex-boss.
Yeah. Who was really good at doing. And still is.
Yeah.
But I do wish at one point there was just some guy who was like, yeah, I make like 40,000 like after taxes here.
Yeah.
Like you could too if you join.
Yeah.
And like it's super chill to work here actually. Like we don't really do a lot, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So keeping it real, not necessarily just the negative parts, but just keeping it real.
Yeah, just like really keep it real. Like
Yeah.
it's really boring work, you know. But they pay me a shit ton, and like
And I have time to do other things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like I like get to like do my hobbies and stuff. So like, and I make a lot of money. I think it's really good. That's all you need to hire someone.
Yeah. Yeah, and not this whole like it's an open culture here.
Yeah.
You can talk to upper management if you want to.
Yeah.
And like we really value
Learning.
empathy and learning and development
And like
yeah,
yeah,
our principles and
we eat lunch together.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I know that's BS.
And there's your orgasm.
There's
You especially.
I just joined you on the cancel train there.
Yeah, we really do need to discuss after this.
Yeah.
If we should edit that part away.
But
or edit some of this out.
No, but honestly, I would post that on LinkedIn. Like I would I've thought about this. Everybody thinks about this, but nobody wants to address it and keep it at the risk of getting canceled.
But I mean there are people who want to address it. I'm positive about that. But there are, I think the majority of the people are genuinely on this side. Not on our side, on the ops.
Okay. So not on our side. That's not good.
Yeah. But like, but where they're like, oh my god, like, oh no, like Emir got fired from Klarna.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, the post, it's so sad. Like, let's do what we can to help him out. And then like other companies will make like, they're like, hey, like we should really pick up this guy Emir.
Let's pick up this guy and screw this guy who has been struggling for years, but is totally qualified too, because this is more sad.
Or like, you know what, we're in the hiring process of another guy right now, and like, and they'll be like, and then they'll ghost him for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And be like, and he'll be like, hey, like, I thought we were gonna do this interview, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, like we're so sorry, like we actually filled the position already.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and you didn't say anything to me,
Exactly.
hiring manager at blah blah blah. Thank you.
It probably happens to some people.
It happens to a lot of people.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I know LinkedIn. People need to keep it real there. It's getting on my nerves, and
we need to dig ourselves out of this hole.
And I might address it at some point, but then I will definitely not only be canceled but eradicated.
I think eradicated is right for you.
Yeah,
because at this point,
I will be removed.
You really got to be a little bit worried about your job. At this
my
point.
profile picture will just be a question mark.
Did you? Hey, hear about this?
What?
Calling men bald is now sexual harassment.
Oh, is it? In a particular part of the world, or I guess.
The story originated in the UK.
Yeah.
I think they fired a guy, and then the manager called the person that they fired a bald cunt.
Oh shit.
So then and I think the argument is that since primarily men are the ones who are bald, it's discriminatory to a certain gender, which is why it's sexist.
Oh, okay. So there's some logical thinking.
And it's like, and it is to do with like your sex appeal and stuff. Obviously, like look at Hollywood. Name me a single actor who is like in a leading role who is bald. Jason Statham has done a few leads.
Bruce Willis,
yeah.
Idris Elba, is he bald?
No, he has some hair on him.
He has a buzz.
Yeah. Name a single Marvel hero that's bald.
But I can name you one anime hero that is bald.
Saitama.
Exactly.
Yeah,
One
That's
Punch
true.
Man.
Yeah,
No,
and
but
he's also, that's true, and he's the strongest.
Yeah.
Or is he? Fight in the comments, honestly. Is Saitama the strongest anime protagonist?
Exactly.
I don't know. But yeah, so I mean, it's pretty good news for us.
That's good news. So people can't say that shit to us once we go bald.
Yeah, it's two balding frauds.
Yeah.
I think this is great.
I actually, when I was at the ER, not to bring that up again, but there was a guy who I think had done like a hair transplant because he had like these, his whole skull was bloody and he had all these plugs, like, these holes.
Yeah.
And I was like, when I saw that, I was like, I'm not gonna do that.
It's not for me.
No, I'm not, I think I will go bald, and I'll just accept it. Yeah.
Or
No.
I mean,
I had thought to myself that, well, maybe at one point, maybe I would do that.
yeah.
But when I saw that in the real, out there in the wild,
He was also at the ER. So
it was yeah.
was it related to the head?
No. He had stomach aches, I heard.
Oh, okay.
But the head did not look very. I'm sure it's gonna look good.
Yeah, I'm
later.
sure. But that it can also fail.
It can also fail, like Joel McHale, if that's who you're thinking of.
And Brian Callen.
Brian Callen.
He got made fun of a lot for that. And I think this guy, not Zayn Malik, the One Direction, but this Zayn other guy, the YouTuber Zayn.
Oh, there's a YouTuber named Zayn.
Yeah, he's part of the David Dobrik.
Okay.
Team. This guy as well. I
This
think
guy
also. So and then you go through this entire thing where you have to stay indoors and have this hat on
no,
and then if it fails, you also get really swollen up in your forehead and your eyes and shit. It's all you're looking all fucked up like a giant. You know?
Nice. I think I'm just gonna accept it, the natural cycle of life.
I think so too. And then at some point, just be like, "Hey, this is me.
This is me."
But you know,
and then we can make those pity posts online.
Yeah.
This is me.
You shave off all your hair, and then you take a picture and you go, "This is me." Period.
This is me.
I'm a victim of male pattern
but
baldness.
Today no more.
Yeah. Today I stand up for myself.
Exactly.
I think the thing is if this is sexual harassment, it inherently means that being bald is bad, right?
If it's sexual harassment, it inherently means that being bald is bad.
Or if you call someone bald.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, so you mean that it has this negative connotation to it now? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it always has.
Yeah, but let's say, and this is for sure when we get canceled, you say to a woman, "Nice tits."
You're canceled. Yeah, this episode can't air.
This episode can't air anymore. No, but I'm using this as an example. That could be sexual harassment. But does that mean, or maybe, okay, let's rephrase nice big tits. Does that now mean that big tits are bad?
No, but what if you... No. No, because tits are never bad.
Yeah.
The thing is...
Tread carefully with your words from this point.
I think it's just the very representation of baldness in media is bad. Like skinhead. No one wants to be a skinhead.
Nobody wants to be a skinhead. I don't, at least.
Another thing that I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad too.
Which thing? I'm being a bit slow here.
Okay, we're back.
Now I get it.
That had to get for sure. Had to get cut.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay.
No Marvel superheroes are bald. Even the Hulk, when he goes Hulk mode, has a great set of hair.
What about what in the Avengers? What was the latest one called with the final movie, Endgame? There was
bald.
There was a villain with a red skull, and he was bald.
Oh yeah, Red Skull.
But he's a villain though.
Yeah.
So that proves your point.
Mm-hmm. There's not a single good guy.
There must be.
In Thor the 3.
Yeah.
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Carl Urban plays a guy called Scourge.
Yeah.
And he's a bad guy in it. But at the end, he sacrifices himself.
Okay.
And he's a good guy.
That's good, I guess.
So we're clear.
Here. So
Tom Hiddleston.
He
has some pretty bad hair.
Yeah. But there must be some bald guy who's the lead.
I mean, Bruce Willis is the best example.
Yeah, Bruce Willis. And probably someone else. John Travolta used to have a lot of hair.
Yeah, I used to. But now John Travolta only does bad shit.
Because?
But you're correlating it to the baldness?
Bald. Yeah.
It's a straight hair to talent
There's
ratio.
There's a 100% correlation there.
Okay, so the talent there is in the hair.
Yeah.
And all the actors, I mean, look at Steve Carell. He could have stood up for us.
Yeah.
But instead, he went and got himself a really great set of hair.
Yeah, it's true. But then, yeah. But when you're out here on the streets in the normal world, you do see bald people, and that's fine.
That's perfectly fine.
That's perfectly fine.
In a world where bald people are perfectly fine.
Yeah,
that's where I want to live.
That's where I want to spend my time. Interesting.
I got one more article here that I found.
Yeah.
Burnt out Catholic exorcists complain they face long lines of possessed people.
Oh, so much so that they're burnt out.
So much so that they're burnt out from all the work.
Wow. Who are these people?
Lazy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Really pushing this shit that they're overworked.
They're overworked.
I
don't. How long does a exorcism take?
I don't know.
A procedure. Have you ever been?
No, but I feel like if I was, I could just like. Don't you feel like you could just like? You're not some like. I'm not a bitch, you know. So I could like. I feel like if I felt that demon in me, I could just like.
You could do it yourself.
I could just push it out on my own, right? Like they're always strapped on a bed like this. And
Yeah.
I feel like I could just like scream it out on my own.
Have you seen the Stranger Things newest season?
No, I
Any
watched.
episode?
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I watched 10 minutes of the first episode.
You didn't like it anymore?
It was really boring.
Really? Okay.
But I am going to give it a shot, of course.
Yeah. Okay. But never mind. I had a reference, but I'm not going to reference it now.
Okay,
but yeah, burnt out. Who are these people? Are they special people?
The Exorcists?
Yeah. For instance,
I guess.
What do they look like? Bald?
No, but I feel like all the Exorcists that you see in the movies, great hair.
Yeah.
I think it's something like it was either like Spain or Italy. They were complaining that like they don't have enough of these people, and they were like doing some exorcism for a really long time.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, they realized it was just someone who was mentally ill.
Yeah.
So they're having trouble distinguishing.
So it's all just like make believe, this whole thing.
Yeah, like they're having difficulties distinguishing who is mentally ill and who is possessed by a demon.
Yeah, I think their biggest problem is thinking that you can be possessed by a demon.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I think if
they just
realize that is not possible, they can go on and do other things in life.
But they believe it's possible.
Yeah. Is that not politically correct to say that demons don't exist? or where are we in all of this?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Am I being disrespectful towards a religion now?
No, you're not.
Yeah,
just because it's like you'll find on Sunday as well, I'm sure, with Jordan Peterson, that like demons, like being really rational about it and being like, demons don't exist. You know?
Yeah, and there's a point to that.
There's a point to that you can be rational about it too.
Yeah.
However, to belittle the beliefs of an entire religion, that's why you're canceled.
But are demons a big part of Catholicism?
I have no fucking idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you seen these videos where people are like, where this priest will go around in some church and be like, so who here is possessed? Who's a demon? And he'll find some guy and just be like, there you are, you're a demon. And then the guy who's sitting there, who's been called a demon, will start to go like, oh my God. You gotta see this shit.
I have to see that.
It's completely fucking crazy.
He's like, yes, he pointed out me, and then he starts enacting becoming a demon.
So there's either like, and then everyone around, you know, is really like, oh my God.
And is the guy...
Oh my God, it's so demon for real.
Is the priest also going like crazy and like...
Yeah.
Like, I compel you. Blah, blah,
yeah,
blah,
really.
blah.
Like, I'm sure, you know, he has the fucking Bible and he's...
Yeah. Ah! And does he succeed?
Yeah, I think so. I think he does some of the forehead thing, you know. Expecto Patronum!
And then does the guy who's possessed, does he like faint or something? And then the priest holds him like this.
Yeah, then he starts to like, you're safe now, my brother in Christ.
And everybody applause.
Yeah, then I'm sure everyone's like people are genuinely like,
do me. Yeah.
yeah. Check if there's one in me, man. Like,
I have a demon.
I really feel like there might be a demon in me.
Exactly. No, that's crazy.
How sorry should we feel for these priests, these exorcist experts?
It's hard for me to feel sorry for them, just based off of the fact that demons don't exist. That makes it just makes it's difficult for me to get past that.
I'm finding it hard as well now because I'm thinking about first. I saw a mention of COVID in the article as well. I don't remember what the context is, but I'm now thinking like, of course this shit fucking spread. Like,
of course,
like someone who was maybe thought they were possessed by a demon. Maybe they had COVID, you know, and they couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
So then this priest goes down to them in their face like I compel you, leave this person alone.
And then he got COVID instead.
Yeah, they coughed in his mouth like that. And he goes, I don't know what to do about this demon, bro. Like, there's really a bad one in there.
Oh my
and then
God.
he goes around and gives it to other people who think they're possessed, and the possessed people were spreading it as well.
Yeah. I have to watch these videos.
You have to. I'll show you after this as well because I want to see it now too. This shit is crazy.
That's funny.
Because he really acts it up too.
Yeah.
He points him out, and then he's like a normal guy, you know.
Yeah.
And he points it out, and then he gets like really evil. Oh, and he's laughing. He's really laughing like a little imp too. It's really fucking creative.
Oh my God. Oh, that it creeps me out, but it's also funny.
It's really scary. Like sometimes this shit is just like it's so scary to watch because people will literally believe anything regarding the subject.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
Yeah.
Is that it, or what are we?
Yeah, you have anything else you wanna get off your mind? What's it called? If you're in Stockholm, there's a bakery here in the area called Lillebror. These motherfuckers make the best.
Yeah, you mentioned them last time.
Best pastries.
Yeah.
You've ever had in your fucking life.
Which one in particular is it that you're?
I really would say.
Yeah.
I really truly would say.
Yeah.
But the ones that are the best, they only make 24 of them. And they make it out of the leftovers of the other things that they make.
Oh.
So they can only make a finite amount of them.
Per day, 24 per day.
So if you get there too late, they're sold out. I would say. I would say.
Yeah.
But I'm in fear that someone might go there and order one that I could have had.
That you could have had.
If you're in Stockholm and listening, just go to Lillebror.
Okay, you're giving them the name at least of the place.
Yeah, I go there a lot with my colleague.
Yeah,
Malin.
Yeah. Do they have any gluten-free stuff there?
I don't know, man.
No,
I don't know, man. But this bitch Malin, she'll fuck you up. I swear to God.
Who will fuck me?
Malin
will fuck me up.
Yeah, she'll fuck you up.
Yeah, she's tough.
She's tough. She fucks me up every day.
Yeah.
Every time I come into the office, she
points something out about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A small fault in what I'm wearing, or how I look.
Yeah.
And then it escalates to physical.
Wow.
She'll kick my ass.
She'll
every
actually
day.
physically fight you.
Yeah. She'll let me have a few shots first.
Yeah.
And she'll dodge them.
Yeah. And
then she'll be like,
get to work.
No, then she'll be like, ha, my turn. And that's when I know I'm
fucked. And then she goes like, cracks her knuckles
like this. Can I do it?
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh. It was okay. And then she fucks me up.
Yeah.
But we've been going to that bakery.
Yeah.
It's next level, man. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
So if you're in Stockholm, that's the Stockholm tip of the day.
That's a good tip. And I don't have a Stockholm tip of the day. So I didn't know there was going to be a Stockholm tip of the day at the end. Otherwise, I would have prepared for it.
Yeah, well, prepare one for next week then.
Yeah, I will, because now I know. But this one I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the show. That's the show. Like, subscribe. We've already told them to do that at the front of the episode, like always.
Middle of the episode too this time?
Yeah, bring your friends. If you're an original listener, if you're one of the boas from the past, if you're one of the OG boas, you're going to know BYF. But for the new boas, BYF, bring your friends. Apply it to literally every single problem that you might have in your life in the future. Bring your friends. That's the best advice I could give you, honestly. The 43 Podcast, 43 Tigers on Spotify. We'll see you next time. We'll see you real soon. Goodbye.